Hello, my name's Fluffy the Destroyer, and welcome to my channel. This is Halfway, and just a thing before I begin. As you'll probably notice right now, and perhaps not, but I'm going to tell you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to record my voice and put it on top of this video. I never do that, but except for strategy games, because this one requires my full concentration, I feel like I have no choice. But trust me, I have played the game for a really good time, and I know what's going on, and I will give you honestly like the best honest review that I can that I can make. And here we go. This is from Robotality, well, the developers. I think they're a three-man team, publishers of Chucklefish, like man, it's Terraria, there's Risk of Rain, and some others like Starbound. Oh, also, just a little special note here because I think that the music is really good. Gavin Harrison, awesome frickin' work. Yeah, it's really good. So as you can see here, this is a retro graphic, 8-bit style kind of game that's really nothing impressive, unfortunately. As in, if you look at Starbound, even though it's going to be 8-bit, you can see the things that's going on. Even with an 8-bit, there's a lot of stuff going on in the background. Well, when I say background, it might be the weapons. When you hit it, you see some flashes and, well, some other stuff like that. It's just a regular 8-bit graphic game, which is, like, nothing wrong. It's just not impressive enough. If you want me to love an 8-bit game, put something else in it. Like some extra animation or something, make it more fluid, for example. And as I already said, and you're probably gonna notice, the music is just fucking awesome. I think it is, anyways. So, for the gameplay, how is it? It's a linear level design and a linear story. This is a really linear game here. Nothing is generated randomly here. Like, this would have added a lot into the strategy depthness. Of course, it would have been harder for the developer for the coding, but it would have been more fun. And to be honest, I think I would have loved that instead, because, and I think it would really work a lot here, because you open a door, then you get some kind of room that has, well, it's really basic, and there's nothing really too spectacular here. You get a couple of obstacles here and there, you got some enemies here and there, and bam, here you go. It's a old type of, I would say, like a gameplay mechanic. Very old type, but it seems like it works. Hey, but besides that, it's a very interesting story, but it's nothing original, and it's honestly, it's nothing that we haven't seen. Some kind of alien or something strange is going on the ship. Like you're probably gonna see on the screen here, that the crew is behaving really weird, and that's a problem because nothing hooks the player enough to continue the game. It's very long before you get small bits of information, and it makes me think of the slow pace of some really bad TV series. I mean, it's not bad, it just needs like a little work here and there. Of course, at first, you're gonna notice that it's very fun. There's a lot of interactivity between the characters. But that's about it. I mean, that's gonna stop there, because once you get to, like, here's the thing. You go, like, until the mission ends, nothing happened in between. You gotta fight, and that's it. I mean, I know, but there's a lot of fighting here. But anyway, let's continue on. It looks like they have their own personality, and I seriously like that touch. I mean, you know that each character has their way of interacting with each other, and they have their own answers, like their type of answers, and you know it's very different. It's been well thought in that case. And the thing that they say, and when they talk together when a mission or sector is done, well, sometimes it can be really funny or really interesting. Oh, and just a little note, I don't know why, but how are the turrets and everything else on the ship, well, some parts of the ship can be active when the reactor is not on, unless there's a backup or auxiliary system. I don't know. It seems to be a bit weird. And I don't know. It's like some stuff like that are just not explained well. If it was explained well at first, maybe it would make more sense to me. And also, like, you're gonna see, like, Johansson or something. You know, like, something's freaking wrong by the way it's dressed, but for some reason, the main protagonist of the story thinks that he or she's, like, really normal. What the hell is that? I know the guy's a soldier, but come on, just make it less stereotypical, as in, hey, I'm a big guy. I'm gonna fuck you up. Yaw. I have no head. Come on, man. This is done. But what about the strategy, though? It's a very simple, old-school, turn-based game. There's no XP, there's no levels. You just have to concentrate on the strategic elements of the game that it throws at you. You got limited resources at your disposal as well. Think of Half-Life kind of limited resource. Couple of ammo here, couple of medic packs there. So when you see an enemy, you really got to think out a good strategy to kill him with the less resource consumption possible. It looks easy, but it's not. This is a very hard game. It's not your... And there's no level of difficulty here. Like, you start the game, and that's it, as you already saw on the screen. Which is kind of bad, because I would have had a easier type of... I would add something easier and harder as well, but in case. Like, and for the weapons, like, all the weapons has a chance to hit a target. It's personally, this is like the biggest thing that I really freaking hate. It's idiot, and I really don't like it. Like, you can be 2 squares away, and you can have like 20% of chance to hit, or 38% of chance to hit him. Like, really, you're really close to the guy, and you can't even hit him. What the hell is that bullshit? I mean, you're a trained soldier, you're a security officer. You're supposed to be trained for that kind of shit. And why does he have why does he miss a lot? I don't know. This is just, like, beyond me. You can be far away, you won't hit at all, and you can be just, like, beside him, and the damage is even chance-based. Yeah, it can go from miss to maximum damage. And if you do damage, it's going to be from minimum to maximum, depending on the type of weapon you have. I find this really frustrating. Really, really frustrating. There's also, like, for example, you know that a sniper can hit a target really easily far away. But in here, I don't know why, but a single target... I mean, at one point, I attempted to kill the target like 3 times. No, 4 times. It hit the guy once, and like the 3 other times it missed. What the fuck is going on here? I don't... Like, this is a huge freaking problem here. And your character has a special... Your character has a special ability, and it's very useful, trust me. I like that he has the skills, and you know what? I'd rather have a couple of very useful skills than a full tree of skills that I won't even use over time. You can take, like, an RPG, like a lot of RPG games these days features like 30 or 50 spells or skills or whatever, but over time, you're only going to use like 2, 3, or just a couple of them. That's it. You're not going to use all of them. It's just impossible. And besides, their toolbar is not, like, it's not big enough. And there's a couple of things that's missing from other strategy games that are really neat. But for example, just like a few on top of my head right now, the automatic switch for the other characters doesn't happen. The auto end features doesn't happen again. Little things like that. There's a couple of others as well, but hey. And because of the lack of level design, it gets very repetitive and very boring after some time. You'll notice in the video right now that it's always the same. Like, you open a door, you get to a room, and you get a couple of other rooms with stuff to take cover. This is interesting first because you'll learn the game, but after that, like after a couple of hours, it gets really freaking boring, and it makes me wonder, did the monsters knew you would wake up and decided to put barrels and boxes all around to your advantage? What the hell is that? I don't know. Like, because of the lack of weapons as well, it gets very boring. Again, you'll eventually get plasma weapons and shotgun and all those really neat stuff, and sniper, other type of sniper weapons like the not sniper weapon, but prototype X, for example, some kind of like assault rifle, which is really weird. And I mean, I like to get other types of weapons. I don't know, like you got really limited resources. I would personally do some melee weapons here. I mean, you almost got no ammo. That would like cross my mind. Like, okay, I'm on a ship. I got limited ammo. I got to figure out something here, like I don't know, like anything that I can use or something to like to kill them. It would be really useful. But no, that doesn't happen. Well, in conclusion, if it wasn't for the damage and hit chance mechanics, like the very weird combat mechanics, and if they added some randomness in the level, I would have recommended it. Unfortunately, I can't. Unless you really like turn-based strategy games with a huge difficulty boost. I'm talking about like XCOM, Iron Man, with even more difficulty because of the chance-based type of mechanic. Trust me, this game is very hard. And I know that sometimes when a game is really hard, people love it. They really do. And this game has personality. I love that. But for the casual, player, I would say, I'm not going to recommend it unless, like I said before. I mean, just look at the workshop on Steam. There's not a single mod in there, except for the demo, which really doesn't count. And the workshop mod was out until, what, October of last year? Well, in 2014. So, I don't know, man. Like, it looks like the game is good, even though it get really good reviews on Steam, but it's not good enough. Like, this is just like a regular, like, turn-based strategy game. It's nothing special that's gonna hold me to recommend it to anyone here. Unfortunately, no. Unless you really like hard games and you want like some kind of turn-based strategy games, go ahead. Besides that, no. Just stay away from this title, though. So my name's Fluffy the Destroyer. I hope you like the video. Rate, subscribe, and comment. Even if it's negative, I'll take it. See you later.